EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Steelers of Orlando taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Sharks got it left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, They're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bengals at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Come back. Yellow. Hey, 15. Gotta go, baby.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Well, it is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, it's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Brown goes in motion left. On play action, Fields. Short pass to Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11.
From the gun, here's Fields. On a slant, here's Collins. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go, son.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Right.
Fields. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
In motion right, that's Collins.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a 1st drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Fields going to move them around.
Extend. West right flip.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
No run, no run.
Fields on 3rd down. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
You got a mini base. Line up. Right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield.
He's
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First down, Orlando.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go. Good.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
You got to extend. Right.
Here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play. And that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First down now, but that clock rolling.
5 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Finds Hines again for the completion. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 9-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon sets the kickoff.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian Watson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And finally, he goes out of bounds just 10 yards shy of the end zone. A spectacular return.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Fields. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken.
Fields changing the play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Here's Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to run
they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And they're on the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down.
That's taken in by Watson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Christian Watson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point from McManus is good, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Here we go. Good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. EQ. Right.
Here's Fields. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here we go. Alpha. Easy. Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
To the air again, Fields.
And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. De'Ami Brown from 19 yards away.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Mooney for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Bengals 31, Steelers 24. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Finds his receiver, Watson. So the completion good for 6 yards.
and that'll make it second down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Motion man is Schwartz. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Mahomes to throw on second down. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bengals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Fields now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
It's now 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Let's go.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They hand off to their big tight end. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Cam Akers. Incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here we go.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
You got it, base. Why not?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd down. Now Fields. He's got McLaurin.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
West right fit. Go.
To throw is Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Open man right side is Sharp. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
35-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
Here's Mariota, option left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bengals, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Orlando, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.